Hello, and welcome back to another episode of When She Longer Cooks For You. Here's what you do. Listen, I'm back in the Bronx, and I have titled this show. This show is called Finally, because it took me forever to get the young lady behind me on this show. Let me introduce her. Chef Shante, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Now, we had some problems. I think we got the scheduling
First of all, I resent that statement. Finally, I resent that statement.
All right, drop it. All right, well, this is what happened. So we scheduled it on Mother's Day, but I think we both kind of got confused. We had to cancel then. Before that, we had to cancel before. And so then Chef Shante, she steps to me at work and she's like, let me tell you something, okay? Because this is what it is. I tried to kind of, see, when people do the show, when they decide they don't want to do it, I give them a leeway out. And I'll be like, if you don't want to do it, it's cool. Don't worry about it. So I did that to her. I forgot she's from the Bronx. And she
First of all, I'm not from the Bronx.
Oh, where are you from?
I live in the Bronx.
Okay, where you
from? Harlem.
Okay, that's what's up.
Right.
I'm not from Harlem. What part of Harlem?
50th and St. Nicholas.
I'm from Spanish Harlem.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, damn.
That's
Okay,
not.
well, anyway, she was like, Marcus, let me tell you something. If I didn't want to do your show, I would have told you straight up, all right? I'm very honest and I'm very real. And so I was like, yo, okay. So we rescheduled and we are here. And I'm proud to have her on.
I am a person of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Right? He gets nervous, I think. He gets nervous, anxious. I don't know. One of them. And he assumes, because he's right. I guess some people do say, like they're going to do something and then they don't do it. They don't keep their word.
Because I have friends who were like, they back out and then it's like, they try to avoid me. So I'm like, listen, we're cool.
But then I was penalized because of mistakes other people made. But
Okay,
I'm here now.
Okay, we got her on the show. And we rocking. So what are you making for us today?
So, something my daughter likes.
Okay.
I am making a roast snapper.
Nice.
Roasted snapper.
Okay.
Homemade mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And sautéed string beans.
Nice. That's what's up.
I even made a beverage, but I made it before. As in,
yeah,
I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Nah,
so
you got all the time in the world. That
strawberry mint lemonade.
And I had some. I was gonna ask you to mention that. You got to talk more about that, but it's serious. Some ice is chill, especially around this time of year. I guess it's good all around.
Yeah.
But it was really good today because I was thirsty. I'm up in the Bronx, but it's all good. But listen, I done enough talking. We're going to let Shante do her thing. When she's going to cook for you, Shante today, Bronx, I'm always in the Bronx, is going to show us what to do. People, we'll be right back.
Hey, it's me again, Shante. Marcus likes to call me Chef Shante, but Shante is fine too. So, this is my daughter Naya. Say
hi,
Naya.
everybody.
she's nervous. I don't know why. It's regular.
Okay, now let me ask you a question real quick. So,
Yes.
while your mom preparing, what's your favorite meal? Now, we know your mom throws down. What's your favorite meal?
For sure the mac and cheese. She's
Okay.
been doing the mac and cheese since I don't know how long. Yeah, that's super good. The fried chicken, I haven't had anybody's fried chicken that tastes like hers yet.
Whoa, are you serious? And we spoke about fried chicken, and your mom didn't mention her fried chicken, so.
Her fried chicken is the best fried chicken.
I mean, of course. Been doing something for so long. Well, one of the things that she likes, which I mentioned earlier, she really likes this roast snapper.
Mm.
So I'm making that for dinner.
Okay. And that's what we're having today. Yeah.
That's what we're having today.
Okay.
So roast snapper, mashed potatoes, and sauteed string beans. So what I did, I already cut up some red potatoes rather. So I prefer red potatoes as opposed to like an Idaho potato. I like red potatoes for mashed potatoes. I like Idaho potatoes. Let me put some more water in this. I like Idaho potatoes when I'm making like French fries, something like that. My granddaughter, she loves homemade French fries, so I make them for her. She'll eat McDonald's like French fries, but she prefers homemade French fries. Alright, so I'm going to put this to boil. And then I already have some string beans, which are already snapped and cleaned. And they had them sitting in some cool water. I don't want them to get dry, so I just have them sitting in a little bit of water. I'm going to blanch these. But I should say boil because I cook them longer than just a blanch. Blanch, I'm just dropping them in hot water real quick, bringing them back out. But for this, I'm going to boil them a little bit. One thing I know about, most people don't really like al dente. They like it a little bit more cooked, so it's not a blanch. And then I'll move on to the fish. So, just to give you a little quick background. When I started making this fish, I was working as a chef for Clinton's, which is a restaurant up in Mount Vernon. I think they closed down now. But there was a previous chef there who made the snapper. And I liked it, but I felt like it was missing something. So what I did was, I created a dry rub. And then I just recreated the whole dish. Alright, so I have that on. What I'm going to do, I like to salt my water. So for my potatoes, not a lot, but a little. Okay? And I'm one of those people who have to rinse my fingers off, rinse my hands off every time I touch something, rinse, wash. My hands are dry. My nails always breaking because I always wash. Alright, so potatoes are going, string beans are going. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slice up my green pepper, my red pepper, my onions. And I have some fresh garlic here. I'm not sure if you can see it. So fresh garlic here. I'm going to slice this all up. And what I do is I garnish my snapper with it. So here I just cut some halves up already. And then I have some whole pieces up here. And just wanted to show you, like, I try to get as much of the white as I can out so that my peppers, the vegetables, are nice and colorful. So you want to remove as much of the white as possible. So I don't cut them real small, about this size. And then I'm going to take this, and I'll use this to throw them in. Put that right there. The downside, I guess, of living in the Bronx is you don't have a whole lot of counter space, so kind of got to make do with what you have. So for example, see that? I'm going to cut that all out to give me great color. So, see? You don't see any, and it's going to be nice and colorful. And then I just I'm just cutting into slices. Naya really likes this dish. And funny part is, she never used to eat fish with the head on.
Wow.
Never.
Something about looking at the eyes.
Okay.
Naya, can you pass me this green? I just want to throw this in here. Oh, by the way, this bag right here is a compost bag. So my building requires that we compost. And basically, that means you're going to just put all your food scraps in that particular bag, and the city compost it. And you can use compost to grow, or let's say to fertilize soil. So it's for reasons like that. Plus, I think it's, oh, one more time. It's a little easier to manage food. So now, let's see here, I'm just removing some of the white pieces. Alright. And I think what's even more interesting is I didn't always eat fish with the head on either. So this is my last pepper. You don't need a lot of the pepper, but it will add great flavor to the fish. Just don't need a lot of it. I'm just using one each, and I actually have 3 pieces of fish. You don't need a lot of it. One more time. Thank you.
Now, does your daughter know how to cook? Do you cook?
Ask her.
I call her when I want to make certain things.
Yeah.
I'll call her and she'll tell me what to get and she'll walk me through
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
So I'm learning as I go.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I hear that.
Now, some years back, we were supposed to create a cookbook. I told her, I said, all the things you like to eat, make sure we put those things in a book for you. So that way, you know, when you're ready to cook, you can just go to the book. But someone didn't do that. And now she'll call me all damn day long, right? All day. She's like, Mom, how do I do this? Well, how much do I put? And how long? And oh my gosh.
Because she doesn't use measurements.
That
so
is true.
now when I'm learning how to cook, she can't tell me how much to put because she says that she eyes it.
Oh,
That is true.
Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. Okay.
That is true. That is true.
That is like a gap between people who are. That's like I realized that's like a gap, a bridge that needs to be, well, a missing part that needs to be bridged. People who know how to cook and people who are learning to cook, and so that not knowing how much is that missing bridge.
That's true. But so.
But that comes with experience, though. I mean,
It does.
Yeah, that's.
But here's the thing, right? First of all, she's the reason why I went to culinary school. And I'll tell you a little bit about that because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. She is still struggling with what she wants to do.
We all been there. We all been
And I explained, like, half the world probably doesn't know what they want to do, right? And I'm like, listen, now this was some years back, and I'm like, you know, I find myself in that situation too. I don't know what my niche is. I don't know what my purpose is. And she says to me, she says, well, she didn't expect for me to respond that way because she's like, why wouldn't you know what you want to do? Like, you're great at cooking. You like to entertain. Like, I'm really surprised that you wouldn't have gone to, like, culinary school. Now, at the time, I was working as an executive assistant for a cardiovascular doctor at NYP, New York Presbyterian. And the major part of my responsibilities was to manage my boss's calendar. And I really loved her, great lady, great woman. But I found out that we were the same age. So I'm like, wait, we're the same age. Now, I never wanted to be a doctor. I was happy for her. You know, I enjoyed working with her. But if I have to help manage someone's life, I was like, screw that. It's going to be my own. So I resigned. I jumped out the window without a parachute, didn't know how I was going to do things, and I went back to school. And I got a degree in culinary arts. I worked as a chef. I ran my own kitchen. I cater. I still cater, even though now I'm a catering manager. So I'm no longer in the kitchen like that. But it was because of my conversation with her that inspired me to go back to school. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. Like, at the end of the day, like, we have bills. We have things to do. We have to take care of ourselves. I didn't know how this was going to work. But it did. Things usually work out. Even when we think they're not, even when we don't see a way, they work out. So, for anyone listening, if you're thinking about doing something, do it. Just do it. The only thing that can happen is that it just doesn't work. And then you go back to doing what you know how to do. For some of you wondering, always use this side of the knife if you're going to scrape. This way you don't dull the knife. I bought this knife from Cutco. It's a great chef's knife. I love it. I do. I love this.
What's Cutco? Is that like a... What is that, Cutco?
So I don't know if you ever saw that commercial where they're saying, oh, you can cut a penny with the scissor.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Cutco.
Okay.
Listen, I used to work for attorneys, and there were families who left behind a Cutco set.
Wow.
Yes, it's expensive.
I've never seen that commercial.
Probably because you're too young. That's how long they've been around. All right. So I'm going to saute the vegetables a little bit. All right. Right here, I have some olive oil. So I'm just going to, not too much. I don't know what I put in. I just drizzle. She's right.
As you can see.
But not much. You want it to probably just be enough to coat the pan. Not much. So I'm going to let this get warm. And I'm not a fast cook either. I cook kind of slow. So while that's warming, let that warm, and then I'm just scraping up my garlic. So what I normally do is I saute the onions, the green pepper, and the red pepper first. I let it saute just for a couple of minutes, and then I throw in the garlic. If you put the garlic in too soon, it may burn. And we don't want it to burn, we don't want it to get bitter. We just want we want the flavor and the aroma. So you wait, you put that in last. All right, so now my oil should be hot. I'm just gonna throw this in there. Oh yeah, it's hot. Now if you don't have enough oil because you see it starting to scorch, just add a little bit more, that's all. But we don't want it scorched. We don't want to see brown. We just want it nice. You can sweat it if you want, and basically that means you wouldn't really put much oil in it. You wanted to sweat it, but I don't want to sweat it. I'm lowering the light on the potatoes because they will cook fast. Oh, and that's the upside of using red potatoes. They actually cook quicker. So I'm just breaking up the onions some so it can cook a little.
So with the string beans, you use the term, is it blanch?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that because Chef Ian actually on his segment he did that. And the string beans are really good. It's like they just got a touch of hot water or something. It was really.
But I'm actually doing more than just blanching them.
Okay, gotcha.
Because when you blanch them, you're kind of dropping them in hot water, and then you're going to remove them very quickly.
Yeah, that's what he did. He did it.
Right.
They weren't in it that long.
Right. In this case, I should say I'm boiling them.
Okay.
Because they're going to cook a lot longer than they would if I were blanching them.
Gotcha.
So I'll be honest with you, I did learn some nice, cool techniques when I was in culinary school.
Okay.
But I'm really self-taught.
Gotcha.
My grandmother, I'm going to add a little bit. My grandmother taught me, but she wasn't home. Like a lot of days I was out of school, she was at work.
Gotcha.
She was actually what we call them a bartender now, but back in the day, I used to call them a barmaid.
Okay.
So she worked in the bar.
I hear that.
And I would be home. I was like a latchkey kid, I guess. And I taught myself. So some things she taught me, and I still have it with me today, but I just kind of tweak some of the stuff. And
Gotcha. That's starting to smell really good.
yeah, let me turn the light down some. And basically, you just want to cook this. You don't want it well done, but you do want it tender, but not well done. So you see how I have nice color? Nice color. Nice and red. This is for the snapper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my oven to broil. I'm going to put it on the broil setting.
Okay.
So I did season 2 pieces of snapper because when you make this dish, you want it to marinate overnight. But for purposes of today, I have 1 piece that I'll show you how I go about seasoning it and what all I do. So I'm going to add a little pinch of salt, not much, to give it some more flavor.
No pepper?
No pepper.
Salt and pepper's going to go hand in hand.
Yeah, no pepper.
Okay.
Not for the vegetables.
Okay.
No. And I like pepper, but I don't cook with a lot of pepper. Like for this, I would not put pepper in here. Because what happens, like I don't know if I want to see specks of black. So maybe if I have some white pepper, I'll do it. I do actually have some. But I just don't put pepper in this. Alright, so now actually I like to use this. And I'm going to
Is about to happen.
oh yeah, it's about to go down. Alright, so you do want to see the garlic, and I'm a garlic lover. I love garlic. Put garlic in everything, almost. I love garlic. Now because I'm going to make sauteed string beans and I'm adding garlic to that, so I have this beautiful garlic butter, I'm not going to add garlic to anything else because it'll be overpowered. The garlic will overpower. But you do want to see it. You want to see the garlic. You want to see little nice pieces of garlic, minced garlic. I don't use garlic in the jar. I don't like it. I like fresh garlic. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to turn this off. But as you can see that? Nice. See how nice and colorful that is?
It is nice.
So I'm going to turn this off. I have a thing. I rinse everything before I use it. Sorry, guys. All right.
I'll tell you, not to interrupt, but that garlic, I can smell it, and it's smelling. It just hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. That's exactly what you're looking
Whoa.
for, and that's why you don't cook it long.
Got you.
All right. So. Alright, so I wanted to take a moment just to wash up my dishes. I like to clean as I go. One thing I always stand on is, you know, if you call yourself a good cook, you have to be clean cook. So now what I'm going to do is, I am taking out the fish. I seasoned fish last night. Alright. Alright, so this is the piece that I haven't seasoned yet. Oh, let me get one more thing before I forget. Alright, this is some thyme. I want to see what my string beans are doing first before I go. Alright, I'm going to give the string beans, I'm going to turn them down, and I'm going to give them another, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade places. So, I want some time. I'm going to take it out now before I start handling the fish. And that should be enough.
Thyme is really flavorful because I notice a lot of chefs on my show use it.
Fresh thyme?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it could be very strong, so you want to be careful with how much.
Gotcha.
Alright, so this is the fish that I seasoned last night. And you want it to sit overnight. It's very flavorful. So, I'm going to turn it around like this. So I'm going to try to see if I can fit 3 pieces on here. Yeah. So, see?
Nice. Yes.
I have slits in there, and I stuffed it with fresh thyme. Right? So I'll put that there. And this piece, I washed, cleaned, and I just have it sitting in some lemon. So see that? It's a beautiful piece of fish. See that? So, alright. Now, I'm going to start from scratch so you guys can see what I do. Naya, when you get a chance, can you throw this away for me, please? I can use Naya as a helper today. It's not normal. Sometimes she helps. Sometimes she doesn't. She'll be in a room waiting to eat, but she won't help. All right, so this right here is just a blend of spices, a dry rub. I like this. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I have some lemon that I cut up, have it off to the side. Back in the day, before I had this lemon squeezer, I used to have to squeeze the lemon myself, and oh my gosh, you should have seen me trying to squeeze lemon. So now I'm just going to squeeze it on both sides. You don't need a whole bunch of lemon. One is good, right? One is good. This is going to be Marcus' piece. He's going to get the piece that hasn't marinated all night.
There you go.
Okay. Put that in there. Put that in my compost. I told you I always have to rinse my hands. That's why they always dry. All right. So this is just basically like Old Bay and stuff. You use whatever you like. Whatever you like to use on your fish, just blend it all up. But this is a combination of Old Bay, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, all that type of stuff. All right? Can't tell you all of my ingredients because then I have to kill you. Just joking. All right. So you want to put a generous amount, right? I'm getting tongue-tied. But not overpower. Like, I don't have any salt in this because everything that you use nowadays has plenty of salt in it. So you just, you know, get in these grooves though, because this is a thick piece of fish. All right. Then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to go to this side. And the one thing you want to make sure is when you're getting your fish cut, wherever you go, make sure that they scale it good. And make sure, I did this, I cleaned it already last night, but make sure you're feeling to make sure there aren't any scales. Because no one wants to keep picking scales out of their mouth. Like it, you know, good fish should be cleaned properly. Then I'm going inside the cavity. If you're from the Caribbean, you're going to eat this whole thing. I used to have folks come in, they were Jamaican, and they came in when I was working at Clinton's as a chef, came into the restaurant. This guy asked me, was I from Jamaica? I said, no, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm half Puerto Rican and half Trinidadian. I'm not from Jamaica. He says, the fish tastes like you're from Jamaica. And you know, a lot of people from the Caribbean don't like to go out to eat. They eat home. But for this, he will come out and support. He loved this fish. Alright, so now that I have this all rubbed in, I'm going to get my thyme. Where did I put my thyme? Alright, guys. Have my colander. I'm going to strain the string beans. You guys probably haven't seen a colander like this in a long time. This used to be my grandmother's. And it holds a lot of sentimental value. I think I do a good job at trying to keep it as clean as possible, but this is probably older than me. And I'm a young buck. Alright, so I'm going to strain them. Cold water, right? Okay, then, so mine are darker green because I cook my string beans a little bit longer. They're not going to be the pretty bright green because I didn't blanch them. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting a little cold water on them to stop them from cooking. I don't want them to be too soft, but I want them to be soft enough so that when you could pick them up with your fork and they're not too al dente. A lot of us like our vegetables cooked a little bit longer. But it is true, the longer you cook them, the less vitamins. That is true too. But it's all a matter of taste. I think the vegetable alone is going to do the job. So, I'm just rinsing them off with a little cold water. Right? Then I feel just to see if they're still hot at the bottom. Okay. I love these bowls. So I'm going to put that in there. Stick this right here for 1 second. That looks, they're food covers. And they look like shower caps. But I love them. It's like shower caps for food. I don't know if this one's going to fit. It may not. Let's see. Let's see. Barely. I got it. Now I'm going to set these in the fridge for a bit. Okay. The potatoes are still on, but I have them on low because I want to get some of this other stuff going. But now, these dishes are bothering me, but I'm going to let them sit there for a minute. I like to clean as I go. When it's time to eat, I'm going to eat dinner. I don't want to come back to all these dishes in the sink. I can't take it. My kids will tell you, I go off on them. I don't want to see all of these dishes. Please, get them out the... Alright, so, done in there. Found my time. Actually, I had to get more time. I think I threw it away. That's what I think I did. Alright, so what I like to do is, I take a piece of thyme and I put it in the slit that I did last night. Put them in the slit. I wouldn't put garlic. Some people might. If anything, you can stuff it with garlic, but I wouldn't put the garlic in right now. It'll burn. Alright, so I do it to both sides. There's slits on both sides. Alright. Thyme gives snapper a really good flavor. Alright, so I don't need those pieces here. So then I'll take these and now I'm going to stuff it in like this. Okay? Because I have OCD, all the fish has to face the same way because I have OCD. Maybe everyone would do that. I don't know. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some olive oil and I'm going to lubricate. If you don't, your fish will burn quicker. Right? This is Marcus' piece, remember, because he wanted me to show you guys what I do. I'm like, all right, well, you're going to get the piece that hasn't been marinated all night. All right. So, a generous amount of olive oil, okay? Generous. On the other side, too. Someone might say that's a lot of oil. It's not. It's not. It's a big piece of fish, and you don't want dry fish, especially snapper. It's too expensive to mess up. So, give yourself a nice, give it some nice olive oil. Don't be afraid. And it's not as much as it might look. And I put a little bit in there. See? Now, what you see me doing is you see me lifting the lid for the seasoning with one hand. Notice that I am not using the same hand to dip. I'm touching the fish with this hand and I'm going to use this hand. Well, actually, I don't even have to. But I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more seasoning. You might think it's a lot, but it's not. Trust me. But like I said, when you guys do it, don't use salt. Just use ingredients that contain salt so that you don't make it too salty. And do a trial run. Like, you just start with one piece of fish, taste it, and see how it comes out. If it's too salty, then you know you have to make some adjustments to your measurements. Okay? All right, so this is good. You want to be able to see the seasoning, though. I want to see it. All right? Now I'm going to wash my hands real quick because I touched the fish. And then, I need this because I need to squeeze a little more lemon. Now I need to wash this. I want to squeeze a little bit more lemon on the fish. And once I do that, I can pop it under the broiler. Okay. Now you can stuff the fish with some lemon. I'm against it unless I was baking it, but I'm broiling it. So I'm just going to squeeze a little lemon on top. Only on top. I don't need to add more lemon. Otherwise it's going to be too lemony. I don't want it to be more lemony. Then I actually have some shrimp here. And I just forgot I need more lemon, so.
Is the shrimp part of this meal?
The shrimp is a part of this meal.
I'm getting shrimp too.
You get shrimp too.
Oh, thank you.
But it's going to go inside
Okay.
the fish.
Wow, that's okay.
Yes.
Super excited about that.
Yes. So the shrimp has already been cleaned. My favorite Cutco knife. All right. I want a little lemon, not a lot though. So I have about, I'm not even going to use it all. I have about 9 pieces of shrimp. I want some olive oil. Just a little, not much. And I want the rest of this seasoning. I'm going to mix it in. The reason why I don't need a whole lot is because this seasoning, it is the truth. I made it myself. It's the truth. But the fish is seasoned really nice, so you don't need a whole lot of seasoning for the shrimp. So you just mix it in. I make this different ways. Sometimes I'm stuffing it with a crab meat stuffing.
Oh, wow, okay.
But for today, right, I'm just going to do shrimp. So I'm putting about 3 pieces of shrimp in there. All the shrimp is facing the same way, and just because I want to be nice, I'm going to give Marcus an additional shrimp. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So all right, so I'm going to just put that there. The broiler is on already. So I'll move this over some. Alright, and now I'm going to put this under the broiler. Top shelf. All right. So now what I'm going to do, we'll probably come back in just a minute. I'm just going to wash up these dishes so we can move on to the next thing. So I want to get the string beans going because there's another step to the string beans. So now I am going to saute them, even though I kind of boiled them to death, right? Now I'm going to saute them. All right, so let's see here. I'm not using olive oil, but what I do have, and this is a staple for me, I make my own garlic butter. I brought it out so it's room temperature. I can use this one. So.
Has garlic butter been around for a while, or I mean, I'm just seeing it in like Stop and Shop. Has it been around for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around. I don't use store-bought.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I make everything from scratch.
I remember you saying that.
So all you do is just grind up or mince up your garlic, butter. You put it to like a simmer, and then you clarify the butter, which means you're going to skim off the top froth. That's how you clarify the butter.
Gotcha.
So you're going to remove that top coating.
Gotcha. Okay.
And looks like I have to make some more. But for purposes of today, I have enough. Try not to get any water in the string beans when you're doing this. And turn this light up on the potatoes now that everything is starting to come together. So let's get a spoon. Now, you want to use more. I use a little bit of the butter, but you want more of the garlic. So underneath the butter is the garlic. A little butter is fine, but not too much. I also want a little salt. This looks like a lot of salt, but it's not. With fresh vegetables, you need like a larger amount of salt than normal. And I do taste as I go. So I determine what's enough salt for me. So we're gonna, and my daughter's right, I don't measure, but the way I determine if I have enough garlic, I can see it spread out throughout, and then I taste it. So right now, Marcus, can you smell it?
I can smell it. I'm trying not to be super greedy, but I can smell it.
So see how you can see garlic all over?
Yeah.
That's telling me that I probably have enough, but I'm going to taste it. I can tell you right now, I don't have enough salt.
Okay.
I can tell you. And I didn't taste it. But that's just because I do it so often that I know. You know. This might be enough though. I think my kids like too much salt. They're like, oh, it needs more salt. No, I'm not putting more salt. It's enough. We have to watch our sodium intake.
Definitely.
But we do want flavor. But for those of you who cannot have much salt, the garlic is good for you.
That really smells good. I hate to say it again, but that really smells good.
You can say it as many times as you want.
That really smells good. That really smells good. That really smells good. It really does. All jokes aside, it does.
So, what I'm going to do now is taste it. take one just to see. It has enough salt.
Can I taste one too?
I'm gonna give you one.
Thank you. All these flavors popping off in this kitchen.
And then next I'm gonna take a look at the fish and see what it's doing, because we'll have to turn it over.
Oh.
Let me give you one. It's hot.
It's all good.
And you tell me too.
That is good. That is good. Wow.
Yeah.
You really got that off. That's really good.
Now, it still has a little bit of a crunch, but not a big crunch.
But just enough. I mean,
I'm going to turn it off.
Okay.
So, now I want to take a look at my fish. I'm going to see what it's doing. Now look at this. Let me get something.
Now the fish is giving up its own aroma. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it is. I don't like to damage my countertop, so I use this because I have to turn the fish over.
Gotcha.
Let's do this. Alright, so see that?
Yeah.
You want it to be nice and charred on the top. Okay. And now I'm going to flip it. I don't want to break it, so I use two.
Got you. Okay.
So I'm going to move this. This one is a little, okay. Alright. Alright. Let's make sure. And notice, this one is probably yours because I see more shrimp, but these are darker because they were marinated longer.
Yeah.
So, I'm turning it over. And I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I don't want it to burn. I don't want it to break. So I just take my time and I use two.
Now the fact it's not sticking, is that because of the oil?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's another reason why you want a nice,
Good
you want to
amount.
coat it nicely. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do the same for this. When we put this in the oven this time, then I'm going to work on the potatoes. And this is a really simple dish. Okay. Alright, so we'll move this over to the side. I'll put this over here. And then I'm just going to wash these few dishes right here just to get them out the sink. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Had to straighten up again. So right now I'm just going to cut up a little scallion. I usually add a little to my mashed potato. Believe it or not, it gives it really nice flavor. But I think today I might not do that. I think I'm just going to garnish today. My kids are not always a fan of green onions. So, okay.
I use those in my crab cakes. It's really good.
Scallion,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I love scallion. Yes. And you want them kind of fine. I want to see what this fish is doing real quick, because we don't want to burn the fish. And then all of this is for nothing. No way.
Looks like it's ready.
It is. So I'm going to turn my broiler off. I'm going to put it to bake, and I'll put it on 300 just until I'm done with the mashed potatoes. But what I want to do, and hold on, let me just do this. Close that. And put this over here. So let me fix this and we'll be right back. All right, so we are back. Now, remember that beautiful mixture? I am now going to top it. I'm just going to dump it all on there. Okay. Nice and pretty. Done in there. And then I'm going to turn this down to 250. And I'm just going to stick this in the oven until I'm done with the mashed potatoes, just so that it stays hot. Right. I'm going to remove this mashed potato. I'm going to remove the potatoes. Put it back on. Strain it. And then return it back to the pot. Okay. So let's put this back in here. All right. Actually, I can just use one in a whole. And then I start mashing. I mash up first, then I'm gonna add my butter. I know everyone has their way. I like heavy cream. I don't use milk. I remember my girlfriend came over one day and she had dinner. She saw me making the potatoes and she was like, leave some lumps in it so people know it's homemade. I said, child, they gonna know. I don't want a bunch of lumps in my mashed potatoes. So. I always leave the mashed potatoes for last. So I'll just give it a good mash.
So you're never in Stop and Shop buying those instant potatoes that they have?
No, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
I'll kill you dead.
You know what funny is that, you know, yeah.
No,
I rock with those.
I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay? No. Alright, so I have some butter out. Now, I don't know how much butter I put in there, right? But again, it's all about taste. You guys, you add based on your taste. So I'm gonna add a little salt. Now, when I'm making the mashed potatoes, I don't put a lot of salt. I need to taste it, because one thing my grandmother used to say to me is, you can add salt, but you can't remove it. So once you make a boo-boo, it's hard to recover.
That is so true. And I mentioned that on prior segments. There's no going back.
No, but you can add. So I always start out with a little.
Yeah.
And then I build it.
Okay.
So this is my heavy cream. I'm eyeing it. And again, I can always add more milk if I need more milk.
Gotcha.
But I do kind of like my mashed potatoes a little buttery. And you want to make sure, even sometimes like you can be mixing the potatoes up and it looks like it has enough milk. Heavy cream can be tricky.
Okay.
Because it thickens. So just add a little bit more. And I'm pretty sure I have enough butter. I can just look at it. When you see it still melting and you've incorporated enough, you have a good bit. But I like buttery mashed potatoes. Sometimes I make garlic mash, and when I do that, I boil the potatoes and fresh garlic together. Alright, so I'm going to add a little more milk because it needs it. Okay. Coming along now. Now I can tell by the consistency that I have enough. I have enough milk and I have enough butter. So now what I want to do, I want to taste it. So I'm going to see. It needs a little more salt. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit more salt. Just a little. And like I said, you can always add more salt, so don't pour too much salt. Getting another spoon. Yeah, I do this. I do this about 3 times.
Is it good?
Yes. So the last thing I do, I just add, I did put in butter, but I like this flavor. This isn't real butter, but I like the flavor of it. So I just use 1 little spoonful.
It kind of enhances the flavor, or?
It does. Okay. It's something about it. I just add a little, not much, because I already have plenty of butter in there. But it's something about this flavor. So I'm going to turn this off. see. This is different spoons, guys. Not the same spoon. All
Can I
right.
try one too?
You
I'm
can.
so greedy. I'm sorry.
Oh, because you couldn't just wait. Can't you just
Yeah,
wait? So
I'm sorry.
you're going to wait. You know what? I'm going to make you wait.
Oh, damn.
Plus, you was talking crap earlier. So you're going to wait.
It just looks so good the way you just. All right, I'm gonna wait. Let me have
All right. So I'm going to plate. All right. So now. Right. I'm gonna give you a little bit of scallion. So it's your fish. Okay, so that's my roast snapper, my mashed potatoes, and garlic sautéed string beans. That's Sunday dinner.
Hey guys, listen, we're at the end of the show. I was behind that camera just feeding. Shante was able to give me a little sample of what was going on, but listen, I am so hungry and this looks so amazing. Shante, let me have it. Let me try the.
All right, which one you want to try first?
I want to try the I'm gonna
Mashed potato.
Yes. And
String beans.
This is wow. Oh, that tastes really good. It's creamy. Wow. Damn. That really tastes good. Wow. Okay, let me try the fish now.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Now, for the fish, because I know you're not a big snapper eater, don't dig all the way in. You
Okay.
want to stay on the top because of the bones.
Gotcha. Okay.
So stay on the top. Yep. Like come down here. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you will get bones if you go here. Come down
Okay.
this time. Yeah.
So maybe like right there?
Yep. Stay on top. You'll be able to feel it soon. You'll feel the bones, so you want to stay on top of the bones.
Oh, heck yeah. Dang. God, this tastes so amazing. Now, I do like fish. I mean, we talked about this earlier.
Right.
Just that when I was a kid, my mom used to do a lot of fish, and the bones used to freak me out. As kids, you just want to jump into stuff. But this tastes so freaking good.
So remember, stay on top.
Yeah. Okay, I got some questions for you.
Yep.
Well, this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I know when we spoke at work, I didn't know you had skills like this. I just didn't know. I mean, you see people.
How would you know?
That's so true.
You can't look at a person and say, oh, they look like they know how to cook.
Yeah.
Right?
How long have you been cooking?
Since I was 9.
Okay.
Told you, I used to be home by myself.
That's right.
I was alone a lot. So I had to learn how to cook.
Wow.
And I've been cooking since I was 9. Like, my family would come over to my house for Thanksgiving, and I was probably like, I don't know, 21, because I've been on my own since I was 17.
Gotcha.
And yeah, my family used to come over to my apartment to have dinner.
Can anybody make this? Like, I'm gonna try it, but it's one thing about dishes. We can look at somebody do it and it looks so smooth and easy. Then we try it. This doesn't turn out the way we want it to. So can anybody do it?
You can. And then I think it, like anything else, it takes practice.
Okay.
Like, I've been doing it for so long, like I can do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
But again, you just want to make sure your fish is cleaned. So like I have this thing where I soak my fish in a little vinegar.
Okay.
And cool water. Clean it good. Season it.
Yeah.
Do everything you saw me do. The only difference could be like the seasoning, because
Okay.
everyone has, you know, seasoning that they like. I happen to like a combination of seasoning. Like, I like thyme, I like fresh ingredients, but that's a dry rub.
Okay.
The dry rub, I mean. And like I said, Old Bay, garlic powder, onion powder, just combine all the flavors you like.
Going to culinary school, was that challenging, or was that like right up your alley and you just kind of jumped into it?
So I'll be honest, in culinary school, you do learn to cook, you learn techniques, but you mainly focus on, I don't want to say mainly focus, but you focus a lot on food safety.
Really?
So
Okay.
you're learning about temperature abuse. That's big.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to these restaurants and you see them with an A rating, that means they did everything they were supposed to do.
Okay, and there's no getting around.
No.
Okay.
I mean, there are, you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
everybody got, but,
you know,
but pretty
but
much A rating.
an
is
A
supposed to
or
mean
B
they're
rating.
On point. They're on point.
A and B. B could be that they had an A rating and maybe it was this little thing and they got a ding for it.
Okay.
But A and B ratings, but A means they did everything right. You know?
Yeah.
And it's so much, you know, that the average person doesn't know. Like, you can't have anything against the wall. Like, you see how there's space between my stove and here? You can't have anything flat against the wall, right?
Really?
Has to come off the wall. You don't want to have cleaning products near your food, even if they're
They
locked.
take for granted, yeah.
It's just certain things you can't do. But yes, you have an A rating, means you did everything right.
So, like, your daughter said this is her favorite dish.
It's one of her favorites, but she really enjoys this. Now, for a person who likes spicy, I can make this spicy for them.
Okay.
But I don't like spicy.
Okay,
So this
okay.
doesn't have spicy.
What else do you cook? What else can you cook?
I mean, I cook everything.
You know how to fry chicken for real?
Listen,
No, you know what it is. Let me explain why I asked that, because I've known people who I've like rock with, and they be like, yeah, I know how to fry chicken, but I don't want to make it for you because it's unhealthy. But then I come to find out they didn't know how to make it. So I don't take people who like somebody frying chicken. Maybe because you've done it so long, like you'd be like, oh, what are you talking about? But no, there are people out who don't know how to fry chicken.
I mean, black folks know how to fry some chicken. Now, maybe there's a few of them that don't.
These are some people who are black and they know how to fry chicken, but seriously.
No, I make everything.
Okay.
I make, you know, like I said, I'm half Puerto Rican, I'm half Trinidadian, so
Yeah,
I make my rice and beans, I make rice and peas.
You know how to make rice and beans?
Of course.
Okay. This is so cool. So
Make everything.
What dish, is there any dish that you struggle with? Like you're like, I gotta work on that more.
Not really a dish, but more like cheesecake. I struggle with making cheesecake. Yeah.
I love strawberry cheesecake. You know, one thing she didn't talk about was that strawberry lemonade drink.
Ah.
Yeah, she didn't mention that, but that was amazing. That was fantastic.
Let me pull it out.
Yeah, please. Let me get out the way.
So, let's see, I'll give you a glass.
Yes, because that was serious. That was really good. This is so good. Like, all jokes aside, this was so worth the wait. I just didn't know. I mean, you don't, like I said, you don't know what people can do. I mean, when we first talked, I told you about the show, and at the time when we spoke about it, women weren't on my show. I remember you said, like, you're a chef, and I was like, oh, yeah, but I don't have women on the show. And then shortly after that, something hit me, like, you know, just
Open the platform.
Yeah, but to not anybody, not any woman, like any women who you have skills. Because I mean, people think I'm being funny, but I just don't want the lady or the girl down the hall who make great collard greens on my show because everybody's gonna know me. So the women on my show have a certain expertise. They have a certain level to this. Where unfortunately, men on there, not being like, it is. I wanted that when women on the show is like a special. Remember we were kids and had those ABC specials and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure. But back in the day, so I wanted to be like, a woman on the show, because you guys really rock. Let me get some more of this fish.
I'm glad you like it because you said that, it's not that you don't want it, you just don't know how to really prepare it.
And as a kid, I remember my mom would make it, but you just can't jump into it because they're bone.
Tell them how you feel about the fish. Like, is it juicy? Is it tender? Because that's the thing about fish. Like, you can overcook fish very quickly.
No, this is really good. When I get into it, it's like a warmness, a really good, like, meaty feel.
I think I saw you pick up a bone. Staying on top.
There's a science to this.
It is a science to it. It is.
And then I can taste the lemony part of it. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But this is so, all right, I'm gonna finish this off camera because
Oh, let me get you your. Let's let them see what the strawberry lemonade looks like.
You didn't even talk about that. And that when I first got here, she was just like, "Yo, you gotta try this," and it was so good.
Yeah. I made it. I figured it might take up too much time, and I know that folks are watching, and
That's why we have the world of editing. We can, this is.
I know.
But you are the third woman on the show. Do you realize that? So you need to get hype about that. You need to feel good about that. You need to feel good about that and get hype. Aren't you hyped about that? Not really, right?
I mean, it's regular for me,
Okay.
So, we still on, right?
Yeah, we're still on. This drink is everything.
So, it's strawberry lemonade. It's actually strawberry mint lemonade.
Yeah, this is...
I mince some mint up with the strawberries.
Yeah, that is really good.
Every time I make a dinner, I always make a homemade drink.
Okay. What...
Last week I made blueberry lemonade.
Really?
Yes.
Now, you say your daughter inspired you because she was on camera. That's one of your daughters. That's amazing. Wow, you gotta teach her how to cook that.
I tried.
You really have to bridge that.
I tried to teach her
because you're on that level where people don't really need to be with the cup and all that. Now those are experienced cooks, but for somebody who's trying to get there, they need to really they need that direction. They need those measurements.
I tried. You have to want to.
No, that's true.
You have to want to learn how to cook.
Okay.
I had no choice. When I growing up, I had no choice. I had to learn if I wanted to eat. If my grandmother, she raised me, she would give me money and say, if you want to go down to the Chinaman. That's how she used to call Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
But that's not what I wanted. So I learned, and this is how my children eat.
So what were some of the first meals as a young kid that you started making? Do you remember?
I do. I used to make mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I would make mashed potatoes, probably broccoli, because we love broccoli in my home. Normally with that, I would fry chicken. I've been frying chicken for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I used to make even at 9, I started just making stuff.
Really?
Barbecue chicken. I make a really great chicken parmesan. I don't know. I can't even tell you.
That's
the
like
actual first thing, I don't know.
That's like bringing tears to my eye. I have questions, but the food is so good. I just want
Eat. You should eat.
Okay.
That's what you should do. Eat.
Well.
So, you want to stay.
Look at these shrimp. Okay, yeah. Show me the sign behind
Stay on top of the bone. So, you see how you have
way?
the bones, up here. So, look, let me take your fork. Look. See how it's on top?
Yeah. Oh, got it.
Look. Look how I go right.
Yeah. Now, do I do that for the other side?
Yep. Then you're gonna turn it over.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Listen, guys. It took me a long time to get on the show, but you know what happened. You know what I'm saying? She kept putting it off. No, she didn't put it off. Things was happening. But we got her on, and I appreciate you.
I think it was worth it, right? Was worth the wait.
What?
Save the best for last.
It was worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. I gotta finish this meal. I'm gonna finish it off camera. And she know I'm gonna cook for you. Shante flew down in the Bronx. Showed us what to do. Taught us what to do. This food is phenomenal. This fish, I've only seen it. When I go to like restaurants, it looks so good. I didn't know it tastes this good. This is so
Well, mine
good.
does. I don't know where.
You're right. No, this is
Yeah,
so
mine
good. I mean,
does.
guys,
Get
look
it
at
right.
that. Look at that. Look at that.
Nice and juicy.
It is. It is. Guys, we're gonna go. I gotta finish this off. You guys have a good night. And thank you for being blessed in my show.
Thank you for having
If
me.
you ever want to come back on, you are more than welcome, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, we're going to call it a night. Have a good night, y'all.
Thanks. Bye.